Internet, good morning. This is Daybreak48 coming back at you guys with yet again another figure review. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Super Saiyan Vegeta from the S.H.Figuarts lineup. Now yes guys, this is completely different. You're like, what the heck is going on? Is this really Daybreak748's channel? Hell yeah, this is Daybreak748's channel. We have a completely new backdrop. We have the figure out of the package, and it's just completely different. Now, I wanted to try something new since 2016 is coming to an end, and I was kind of getting bored of the black backdrop that I was working with. So I was like, you know what, let's change it up and let's see what you guys think about this new layout. So as you guys can clearly see, I have my waifu there, Rem. She's the one with the blue hair. For those of you guys who haven't watched the series, it's called ReZero, or it's like re-life in a different world from zero. I think that's the longer version of the title. But yeah, I love this anime. If you haven't watched it yet, go check it out. I think you will fall in love with it too. And yeah, so I know it might be a little bit like wow, like bam, right in your face, but I hope you guys enjoy. If you don't like this, or if you want to just comment about how this backdrop looks, leave in the comment section down below and we'll talk. Now, the figure box is right here, and at this point in time, I think you guys are well aware of what the S.H.Figuarts I guess the lineup consists of when it comes to the boxes. I mean, it has the awesome picture, open display window, a lot of pictures of the figure inside, done. So I'm kind of getting sick and tired of that. But once again, hey, if you guys want it, I will do it. So just leave it in the comment section down below. So enough of that, let's get to it. So we have Super Saiyan Vegeta out of package, and you guys, if you've watched my videos from I guess in chronological order, then you've probably watched my Super Saiyan Trunks figure review, and you know how I don't really like that mold, the new mold that they're working with. Now, yeah, it looks nicer, but when it comes to articulation, it just kind of doesn't work for me. Now, it's not to say it's a bad figure, it's just, yeah, I don't like how they kind of took away a lot of the articulation that made the older figures really stand out and really pop. Now, with that being said, let's take Vegeta here out of the picture, out of the frame, so we can look at the gorgeous girls from ReZero, and my wife right there. Yes, Rem all the way. So with that being said, let's take a look at his accessories first. So you get not one face, not two faces, but you actually get three faces. Now, to be honest, these two right here are literally the same exact head. He has the vein popping out, he has that screaming open mouth, but this one's looking straight at you while this one's looking towards the left. So keep that in mind. This one, I love this one. He has that little like cocky expression going on, like, yeah, I'm definitely stronger than you and I will beat your ass and I will prove it. So that expression, so that's pretty cool. And then you have the default face that you saw on the actual figure. You get your typical cross-armed pose right here. Now, honestly speaking, this has been reused a very large amount of times now, and I feel like it's still, even though they re-release it and they do a little bit of touch-up here and there, it's still a pain in the ass to put on. So I never tend to use these, and if I do, once I get it on the figure, I never usually take it off because it's that painful. So yeah, I'm glad that they've included it, but So with that said, let's move on to some hands. So you get this typical Dragon Ball Z hands. You get the Kai blasting hands right here. Pretty cool. You have more Kai blasting hands, but this is the open palmed versions right here. You get this one right here, which is my favorite. You have the thumbs up, or the pointing at me hand right here. And then you have some stylized hands, some martial arts hands right here. So pretty cool. So that's pretty much it when it comes to articulation. When it comes to the accessories. Now, some people say, hey, I really wish they included the non-powered up version. But I gotta say, I think this is okay. Why? Because this figure is from I think the Cell Saga. And in the Cell Saga, if you notice, if you watch the anime or the manga or whatever, yeah, you don't really see Vegeta powered down at all. And the same thing with Goku, same thing with Gohan. You see them most of the time powered up in their Super Saiyan form. So to go with that anime, that track, I think it is pretty consistent. Now, when it comes to the hair, I think they did a fantastic job. Maybe it's the yellow or yellow/orange. I don't know, but it looks very different from the old one. Unfortunately, I don't have that old one out right now. It's actually in a display. So yeah, I don't have it here to compare it with. But it looks just a lot nicer in this yellow/orange. Now, is there any shading? Not really. Honestly speaking, there's literally no shading. There's a little bit of orange highlights here and there. Right there. So the orange highlights right here. But most of the head is all yellow. So keep that in mind. The face, I mean, it's S.H.Figuarts, guys. So you guys should know that they give you high quality most of the time. So that's that. The armor, once again, I'm a little annoyed that they didn't do the line work for us, so that's a little frustrating, but other than that, looks pretty good. The body looks really good. I like it. He's very stumpy. That's the way Vegeta should be. The boots look very nice as well. There is a little bit of shading around the edges right here and on his muscles on his pants, so that's good. Same thing applies to the biceps and the shoulders. You have a little bit of shading, so that's fine. Now, height comparison compared to Vegeta's son Trunks. Trunks should be taller than him, so that looks pretty darn good. I like it. Now, with that being said, let's take a look at the articulation. So the head can look very far up, which is nice. Can look all the way down. He does have a neck joint right here. He can look left, right. He could pivot his head, so that's pretty good. The arms can go out. They have the bicep swivel built in. They have the double jointed elbows right here. The wrists can swivel and they can pivot. So all the articulation you could possibly want there. The arms can fully rotate and they have the butterfly joint, which is the new articulation for these newer figures. Now, when it comes to the upper diaphragm joint, he does have it, but it's very tight and it doesn't really move at all. So that's one of the major gripes I had with the Trunks figure. This upper diaphragm joint is pretty much useless. It really is. It's like, I feel like I'm definitely going to snap something if I move it too much. The pop-up feature that the older figures had, nope. It's gone. It doesn't have it. So he has a waist swivel right here, but can't really crunch at all. So that kind of sucks, especially if you are into posing your figures. If you had I guess a Cell figure or the Cell figure that they released, and you wanted the Cell figure to be like punching Vegeta in the stomach and you wanted him to be hunched over, yeah, that's not happening. So that really annoys me a lot. Now, when it comes to the legs can go out that far. I mean, that's okay. It's pretty decent motions, but I wish we had a little bit more. The pull down feature does not exist anymore, so no more higher angled kicks. He can kick literally that far. I mean, that's a joke compared to what range we had in the previous figures. So I'm really not liking the new, I guess, articulation, the new mold that they've incorporated with these particular figures. He does have the thigh swivel right here. Mine's a little stiff, but it's there. Double jointed knees, like always. The boot cut, not really, but he has the swivel and the toe joint and the pivot all in the foot. So that's pretty good. So overall, what are my thoughts about this particular figure? Sculpt wise, I think they did a fantastic job. this guy looks phenomenal. Articulation, I feel went back a step. I like how this looks, but that's it. I don't really like the functionality of it, and it just doesn't work for me. Now, you might think differently, which is perfectly fine, but I like my articulation. This is the reason why I purchase action figures, because I want them to be articulated enough so that I can do crazy displays, have these guys in actiony poses. But with the new sculpting and whatnot, this is more like a statue piece. I mean, the vanilla posing is going to be fine, or maybe some poses like you see on this box right here, that's fine. But if you want to have him like crunched over, not so fine. So take it for what it's worth. It's good, and it has its goods and it has its bads. So that's that. Now, real quickly, if you want to swap out the face plates, very simple. You literally pull off the front piece right there, revealing the 2 peg holes and the peg. You take the face that you want. So we'll go with this smirking one right there. Just plug it back in, and then if you want to swap out the hand, you pull it out, revealing the ball joint right here, and then you just put the hand that you want, and there you go. You have the cocky Vegeta saying, yeah, I am about to beat your ass and you won't be able to stop me. That kind of expression. He looks freaking phenomenal. Like I said, these guys look great. It's just, I hate the fact that we lost some articulation with this new sculpting. But other than that, if you can kind of look past that, I think this is a phenomenal figure. This figure is going to get a 8 out of 10 from me. It's okay. Articulation's not that great, but I think it makes up for it in the fun factor with the posing options that you do get, or the accessories I should say, and the sculpt looks phenomenal. Now real quickly, I just realized that this joint right here, the bicep swivel, is a little loose on mine, and that was the same complaint I had with my Trunks figure, so I think that is something that you have to look out for when you're purchasing these figures. So keep that in mind, and then that's pretty much it. Guys, thank you so much for stopping by and watching this video. If you like what you guys saw, please leave a thumbs up and share the video. If you are new, welcome to the channel, and yeah, like I said, leave in the comment section down below what you think of my new display, my new background, the new, I guess, review style, and lastly, about this particular figure. So with that being said, this is Daybreak 748, and I'm signing out. Peace out, guys.